Hey guys, welcome back to the Calibrate Tools DIY channel live every Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I missed last Tuesday. I had some obligations. I was trying to go live from where I was. I was out of town, but I wasn't able to because of certain technicalities and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to get to you guys. But I'm back today, and sometimes that happens, guys. Sometimes it's not always what you want it to be. So you just got to make do. So forgive me, guys, for missing last week, and but I'm here now. So today I'm going to dive right into the topic, or should I wait for people to come on in and check out what's going on? But with no further ado, I'm going to dive right into it, whether you come in or not. So buyer beware. What are we talking about right here, guys? What are we talking about? Buyer beware. Um, Guys, not everybody has your interest at heart. Okay, not everybody has your interest at heart, especially in this capitalist system that we live in. All right, um, everybody's trying to get paid, and everybody's not gonna um, go by the book. Um, they're gonna do what they got to do to get your money. Some of your most trusted retailers, vendors, they're pulling stuff on you that you don't even know, but because they know that you want whatever their product or service is, you're not really thinking about, oh, are they pulling a scam on me or not, right? You're like, whatever. So this is only for the people that really care about it. If you got money to throw around like that and you don't care about a few $100s or whatever, then maybe this live is not for you. But for those of us that don't have all that money to spread around, you got bills to pay, you kind of living check to check. That extra $100 could matter, right? So take it as you want to take it. So there's this thing called false reference pricing. Okay, I'm not going to name names. You guys can look it up on your own. Okay, but some of your favorite stores, I would say, have been using this practice to get over big time. And okay, so what is false reference pricing? It's basically when they advertise a price of a product, right, and they slash the price and give you a discount, right? But that original price that they slashed, that's not necessarily a legit price that they had in the past. They just threw a number out there and slashed it and gave you a discount. So you're thinking you're getting some great discount, and when you're not. And that's what's going on. So there have been people being sued and all this stuff. All that's been going on. But I figured I'd come on here tonight and educate you guys about this, so you can at least beware, right? Understand that, hey, when you see a price, a discounted price, that doesn't mean that price is legit or even real. It could have just been a phantom number they threw out there, right? So there are certain rules uh, that govern pricing, right? That's why I have organizations to regulate stuff like this. The FTC, Federal Trade Commission, to regulate, false advertising, false pricing, what they call false reference pricing, which is what I'm talking about right now. To kind of look out for the consumer, right? So they won't be taken advantage of. So let's get a little more detailed explanation of what false reference pricing is. All right. Let's see here. All right. It's a form of this, what they call deceptive pricing, and I just explained to you what it is. But why do companies do this? Well, companies, they know, right? And anybody in retail knows that sales motivate consumers or customers to come in the store or go online and buy things. People love what they call a good deal in their head. If you feel you're getting a deal on something, you feel you're getting a bargain on something, you're most likely to purchase that. So companies use this inclination of human beings to go after deals to their advantage. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's nothing wrong. I mean, it's okay. But if you're doing it in a deceptive manner, then it's not okay. Okay. So let me let me dive a little deeper into this here. It says sales and discount on an item's full price. They can be attention grabbers in promotional materials and advertisements. Okay, let me drink my water right here. It says, particularly when the customer believes that they are getting a once in a lifetime bargain or deal. One of the strategies that retailers utilize in their sales ads is to include strike-through pricing or comparison pricing. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. If you don't know what strike-through pricing is, think about when you look at an ad, right? And you see the prices next to it. You got the original price and they got the slash through the original price, and then they got the discount next to it. And so and then they may have the savings underneath that slash, like how much you're saving and all that stuff. Well, that's what's called strike through or comparison pricing. I've used it myself on my website, right? But I didn't use it in a deceptive manner. I was actually giving a legit discount on my products. All right. So it says the original price has a line through the text to differentiate it from the new lower price, and the price with this line through it is known as the strike through price. I just said that. Okay. So what that does is, it creates a sense of urgency in the mind of the consumer, right? It's all about psychology. It creates that sense of urgency. I got to take advantage of this deal right now, and no telling when it's going to last. That's the whole thing about limited price, limited time offers and all that stuff, right? To make you feel like, oh, I got to get it right now. Okay. And once again, it's nothing wrong with that up to that point, right? Where it gets kind of muddy is when the original prices that you're slashing are just made up prices, right? Or they're prices that were from 2 years ago or something like that. And you make the customer feel like, oh, I'm getting this great deal, right? And that's why a lot of companies right now are getting in trouble for doing this. And, like I said, guys, I'm not naming names here. I might have to work with some of these people later. So I'm just saying, I'm just doing this for you guys to look out. Okay. It says a retail company that violates comparison pricing laws by using deceptive advertising is subject to government investigations. There is a price for this, guys. There's a price, But a lot of these companies, they got very deep pockets, and they probably get a slap on the wrist, and they just go ahead on, and they probably have done it after the slap on the wrist. They keep doing it, because the money that they're making from all of these practices, it's worth it to them to get a slap on the wrist, the whatever fine that they get for that, even to the tune of millions of dollars. It may not matter to some of these companies, because why are they still in the news doing this thing? If it mattered that much, people don't care. You have to understand that the law, how should I put this? The judicial system, okay, it's not foolproof. At enough, you can buy yourself out of a certain fine. I mean, we've seen this happen, right? It's almost like, okay, in the tax world, you can pay. You can, some people refuse to pay certain taxes, knowing they're going to get fined because they make so much money. It's worth it to do it. It's worth it to violate certain laws. So some of this stuff is fluid, right? You can only crack down so much on people. But depending on how deep their pockets are, they can just be laughing in the background, saying, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll pay it. Let's continue doing what you're doing in the background." Yeah, and you, the consumer here, the one with the 9 to 5, trying to survive because you need whatever product that is for work, and you're paying out of pocket. You got to choose between getting that device, tool, or whatever, or supply, versus paying your rent. Then yeah, it makes a difference. So the little guy, all right, the little man, right, on the lower end of the totem pole always pays in the end, regardless of whether these companies get disciplined or not. All right. Very Good Life Note says Christmas time, all stores say sale, but usually increase prices and then give discount to the original price. Yeah. Once again, Very Good Life Notes, it's not a bad practice. It's, but how would you know, right? How would you know if you're getting if you're the victim of deceptive pricing. You don't, right? You don't. You just buy the thing and you think you're getting a deal. But once a certain pattern, I guess, is observed over a course of time, or somebody says, "Hey, that was never the original price. That price was 2 years ago," or something like that. That's when somebody starts talking about it, and then things come out in the open. But yeah, so there are rules and regulations to the game, but they're not always followed. They're not always adhered to. Okay, not gonna be a long one, guys. I'm not gonna keep you on there too long, but this is interesting. This is from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, laws that govern unfair competition, false advertising, and false reference pricing. This is what should happen. Okay, these are the guidelines. Says the original higher price referenced in the ad needs to have been openly and actively offered for sale. So that means this has to be a legit price. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with doing that, doing the strike through and all that stuff. But if it's not, if it hasn't been openly and actively offered for sale, then it's a violation. The item should have been available at the former price during the regular course of business. That's number 2. The item needs to have been available at the former price recently, not in the distant past. I don't know what the distant past is. I don't know how they quantify that. But if it's from, I would assume it's from a year ago. I don't know. Has at least a year, right? And that's probably too long. Maybe 6 months or something like that. It has to have been available recently, not somewhere in the past, the distant past. And the former price must have been offered for a reasonably substantial period of time before being reduced. Okay, so you can't have, even if it was offered within the specified time limits, whatever they are in the recent past, you can't have it up there for maybe like a week and then do your false whatever, right? So it has to, that original price has to have been up for a while. Okay, whatever a substantial period means. So yeah, so there are guidelines to this, and I just found it interesting how people take advantage of their the consumer's ignorance, right? It's pretty interesting. So anyway, guys, this is a very short live tonight. I just want to drop that on you. Do your research on your own, and be careful when you're out there buying stuff. Do your due diligence, do your research, and see if you're getting had, you're getting taken advantage of. All right, guys, you have a good one. Appreciate you. Thank you, Pergolathons, for coming through, supporting. Take care.